Thanks for joining us. Welcome to another game of Catan. Looking at the board, we have some solid spots. Red taking the 10, 8, 4, good spot. Or wood sheep. Now it's tempting to go on double or here. Now the question is, will we get wheat on the way back? We want to get on at least 8 wheat. On at least 5 pips of wheat, I should say. We could always do this, and then the 9-11 could be open on the way back. It is also a lot of production. Let's see, what about this 5, 9, 6, or 5, 6, 11. 5, 6, 11 doesn't look that good because it's not as much wheat. A lot more sheep in this for the 9, 10, 5, which makes that way more tempting. Let's see other spots. 3, 9, 6, too much sheep though. We want to get on or 5, 4, 11. That's another potential, but I don't like that it's closed in. So I think I will do the 9, 10, 5 here. It's going to be crucial that we get on wheat. The 4, 5, 11 didn't look good because it's not enough wheat, the production's not that high, and we're not close to port. So it doesn't give us a lot of flexibility. Here, with the 9, 10, 5, there should be some wheat spots open. I mean, if these players are good, they're going to close off as much wheat as possible. But I'm hoping the 9-11 is open. I'm hoping the 8-10 or the 8-4 is open. And then worst comes to worst, we get the 5-10 and we go on a brick port. So I don't think we're doing too bad. Another situation is if no one takes the 3, 10, 8, we could 5, 10 to the 3, the 10, 8. That'd be really ideal. Double up on the brick and get our 8 wheat. But let's look at what black's going to do here. The 3, 9, 6. I see what he's going for. 3 to 1 is going to be important, or the wheat port if that fails. I don't know if I agree with this. It's a lot of sheep, and you're fighting with red to get to that 3 to 1. And you don't want to really port out too much wheat, and you're only on 9. But I think what he's planning on doing is the 5, 6, 11 on the way back. So the blue must get the 5, 4, 11, 4, 11, 9, because if black gets the 5, 6, 11, it's game over. What I found is anytime you have double or, double wheat, and double sheep, it's just too hard to defend against or wheat sheep. So if blue's smart, he's going to go at least one settlement on the 4, 11, 5. And then honestly the 6, 11, 4 is a really good setup for him. He'll start with the free road, he'll be on 6, plenty of ore, and then he goes maybe towards the 9, 11. That's a really smart placement. Other options, I mean, there's really not. Let's see. I mean, he could do 4, 9, 11. You do the 4, 9, 11 and the 5, 6, 11. That's another pretty solid setup. He's on double ore, double wheat, and then just one sheep. Oh no, he better get on the 5, 6. If he doesn't get on the 5, 6, 11, it's going to be a tough game, for sure. And he didn't. This is definitely a really bad setup in my opinion for blue. not enough wood to justify the amount of brick he has. He's going to be getting the brick port, and it's going to be fine for him. It's going to make him a more flexible game, but it's not going to make up for the sheep that he'll be lacking. Yeah, this is going to be tough because black's most definitely going to get on the 5, 6, 11. The only saving grace here is if red lets me take the 4, 9, 11. You could go on the brick port there. That would really shut down blue's game. That would shut down blue's game big time. So I could see this. I mean, I bet what black's considering is if you should do the 4, 5, 11, so it blocks off the 4, 11, 9 for me, or if you should go the 5, 6, 11. I think at this point, yeah, 5, 6, 11 makes the most sense. I'll also be on double wheat, double sheep, double ore, so me and black are going to be competing big time during this game. Let's see, he's on more ore. He's on more of everything, actually, now that I'm looking at it. I don't know what that placement was for red. Very, very interesting play. We're going to have to try to block that 6 as much as possible throughout this game. Wow. Yeah, he's already got a city right off the gate. This is going to be a tough game. Blue, I mean, as bad as blue's placement was compared to what he could have done, I mean, you got to go on the 6. You got to block the 6 here. Good. I think blue could have had a much better setup. See if anyone wants wheat here. We'll do this, otherwise we'll 4 for 1 for our first ore. Yeah, we'll take that. Not starting off solid. So we started off with a victory point, which you don't usually want at the beginning of the game. You usually want knights at the beginning of the game. There's our knight. I think black's guarding that. Yeah, already on city number 2. I mean, this is just a tough setup. I mean, no matter where it goes, black is doing very well. What's also tough is I share most of my resources with him, so it's really going to be tough to block him besides on that 6. I'll have to race him for army to have a chance in this game. What's good is he's going to have to start 4 for winning. So we won't wheat. Alright, red does trade me the wood. Actually doesn't help me at all. But I'm setting up for a future trade with a brick. Black's already loading up on the devs. What makes it even harder is the fact that black goes after me, so when I block him, he's gonna be blocking me right back. Now we want a city here. But I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get it. I would say at this point it does make sense to do this trade because it will give me the city, even though it gives black quite a bit. But at this point I need to up my production for the 10 if I'm going to compete with black at all during this game. And he has a year plenty. That's a really good card for your first pull. And he picks up another dev card and two dev cards. So we're definitely racing. See if red takes this. Probably not. Which means dev card. Probably going to put on the 10 or the 8 here. You can see the 10 being most likely. Yeah. He steals my wood. Picks up more devs, so he's definitely going for army, clearly. Now you might be asking myself why I didn't play an aggressive knight just to keep up with the pace. And my thought was that I'm going to need to save up for a city to be able to compete with him at all anyway. This would be a good trade for red. He's not taking it, so we'll do another death card, and we have our third knight. He's probably wondering. He probably has a mono. The fact that he's still thinking. Okay, so he's going to take my settlement spot. Definitely do not want a 7 here. Really, the only thing I can do at this point is to keep getting knights, or keep getting dev cards, and hoping that we get something that'll help us. Or if people want trades, too. You gotta be putting it on the 5. If you're blue. Or the 9. The 9 works too. Black is going to need a lot of dev cards to be able to fight this. See if Red wants to take this. No one really wants to trade. Okay. So I don't think anyone's going to get me on army. Black might take it here though. Black's setup was just too good. There wasn't really too much I could do. Yeah, that's game. Tough one for sure, but at least we got second. Three. Really no tens. Not really our roles. I think I did what I could do. I think this is a good placement. Just blue really messed up his placement. In my opinion, I think blue really dropped the ball, and that gave black the game. I think blue definitely should have picked up the 4-11-5 and the 6-4-11 or something else over on this side. That would have probably been better for his game and stopped black from getting this power set up. Black definitely got lucky with the dev cards and a little bit with the rolls. If my 10 rolled a little bit more, I think we could have caught up to him and maybe gotten a settlement on this ore port or the 3-1. But oh well. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.